Hey guys, it's Brett here at UnchainedSouls.com. Today I wanted to talk about frequency. Something hit me the other day that really wanted me to talk about this with you. A lot of you struggle understanding frequency and just the basics of it. Now, frequency has individual parts to it. So your entire frequency is made up of multiple layers. So we have love, we have joy, we have wealth, we have health, we have all of these different things that come together to make up what I like to call your chord frequency. And your chord frequency is every aspect of you that ties you together as a whole. Typically, we don't have to have everything at the same level. Of course, you know, your overall frequency, being a good person, positive, you're going to experience more positive things. But you're not kind of limited to just being stuck in this. Apparently, I have a fly flying around me. You don't have to be limited to being stuck in this one place. So if we have a low frequency of, say, wealth, that doesn't necessarily mean that we can't increase that as an individual thing. I don't know if you've noticed, but a lot of not great people have a lot of wealth because, you know, they might be narcissistic and have a ton of confidence. They might just not care about things and they might do what they have to do to make a ton of money. There's a lot of things that are tied to the frequency of wealth that have nothing to do with being a good person, has nothing to do with any of that. And that's why you can experience it too. There is no such thing as lack. We've got meteors in space that we could mine that would give us all the precious metals and materials and all that stuff. We have enough food to feed the world. The belief of lack has been something that has really just kind of come up. And, we've bought into that idea that there is such thing as lack. Now, I did think about this before filming. I am going to create a page on my website where you're going to be able to download this for free, and you can go through and I'll have different categories that you can rate yourself on. So if you notice, hey, I'm a little down here, I haven't found the right person, I haven't found the love frequency yet, you'll be able to kind of go through and rank yourself and see where your problem areas are. And that will really help you kind of understand, okay, I had to work on the beliefs of this. This section really needs to be improved for myself. But I think that it's so important that you understand that your whole, personal chord doesn't have, it can be high, but, again, you can have one thing that's a little bit lower, and that's, what we need to tie into the rest of it. Everything on its own scale, on its own time, on its own frequency. And it's a scale. It can, shift up and down, and we naturally go through vibrations that fluctuate. Again, I've got to do this backwards for the camera, but, we always want to be doing this, going higher every time. So our peaks are old peaks are our lowest valleys of the future, right? So those are so that means we're always kind of growing and getting bigger. The big thing is I just want you to, my alarm's going off, I've got to pick up my kids soon. But it's so important to remember that you're an entire being. Our frequency of ourselves, our vibration, all of that stuff can be raised individually on different categories and also collectively as the whole chord of yourself. If you're noticing one or two areas that are lacking, that just tells us that we have a belief that's kind of out of alignment that we need to address through shadow work or other things. But I just thought that would be a really good way for you to see the whole picture and really just, just have a better understanding. I might make another video where you're able to see, I might make one on the computer later that you're able to see, and I'll just show you some more visuals. That always helps me. But I think that just understanding that nothing is attached to the other, your love frequency isn't attached necessarily to your wealth frequency, isn't attached to your positivity frequency. Again, that's how we have so many positive people and so many wonderful people that might be lacking in wealth, and so many not nice people who, you know, might have a huge frequency of wealth. They're not tied. You know, spirit doesn't force them to be tied because they're all individual. They're all individual lessons, but your entire chord is what makes up who you are. And so if we can improve our kind of weakest links, well, we're going to be stronger as a whole, and you're going to see that manifestation and all the wonderful things on come together for you, because you can have your cake and eat it too. Again, we've just bought into the fact that you feel like you can't, but I believe we can, and your beliefs shape your reality, and that's just how that goes. There is no such thing as lack. So remember, let's raise our frequencies together. Go to my page. I'll probably have it up this week, unchainedsouls.com, in the resource section. I'll put it up for free, and I'll just have a little sheet that you can go through and track where you are on individual scales. And again, if you notice yourself kind of down here on some things, that's just a reminder that, hey, we got some work here to do, and we can go through and do that. So love you guys. I hope this was helpful. Again, Brett here. I hope you keep following along. I'll keep posting as what I can to help you out as I have these insights come to me. Thanks so much, and have a great day, guys.